Your 20s are an exciting time. Freedom, adventure, your first jobs, maybe even your first apartment or car. But here's the kicker. Financial mistakes now compound just like interest, only in reverse, and a small misstep today can haunt you for years. We'll go through the 5 most common mistakes and how to fix them. And even if you feel it's too late, there's hope. Mistake number 1 is ignoring budgeting. Living paycheck to paycheck is stressful, demoralizing, and keeps your wealth stuck in neutral. Spending $200 on coffee a month might seem harmless, but over 10 years, that's over $24,000 gone. Budgeting isn't restriction. It's freedom, giving you power, control, and peace of mind. Yes, it sounds boring, but losing $24,000? Not so fun. Once your budget is in check, the next mistake sneaks up on you. Lifestyle inflation. You land a higher-paying job and suddenly you need a bigger apartment, a fancier car, and dining out every weekend. It feels exciting, but expenses rise faster than income. If you're not careful, you can double your salary and still feel broke by month's end. Maintain your lifestyle, invest the extra money, and your future self will thank you. Fun fact, your coffee habit isn't cute. It's secretly stealing your financial freedom. Next comes a silent killer. High-interest debt. Credit cards, payday loans, skipped minimum payments, they add up fast. A $5,000 balance at 20% interest can grow to over $12,000 in 5 years without proper payments. That fear? Let it push you to pay down debt first, then invest. Mistake number 4 is delaying investments. Your 20s are perfect for starting, thanks to compounding. Waiting until your 30s is like planting an oak tree at 40 and expecting instant shade. Even $200 a month now can grow to over $100,000 by your 30s. Yep, that's $200, the cost of a couple of dinners, turning into 6 figures. Finally, neglecting an emergency fund. Life throws curveballs, job loss, car repairs, medical bills, and a single $1,000 expense can wipe out months of progress if you're unprepared. Build a fund covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It's the foundation of financial freedom. To recap, budget wisely, avoid lifestyle inflation, stay out of high-interest debt, start investing early, and build an emergency fund. Avoiding these mistakes doesn't just protect your money. It shapes the life you want. Curious how small investments today explode into massive wealth? Check out my next video on the power of compounding and discover why starting now is your secret weapon to financial freedom. Click here to watch and unlock the hidden potential of your money. But here's the deeper truth. Knowing these mistakes isn't enough. Acting on them is what separates those who struggle from those who thrive. Think about it. Every dollar you earn has a job. It can either work for you, building your freedom, or it can work against you, chaining you to debt and regret. Too many young adults ignore this, convincing themselves they'll figure it out later. But later has a cost. Every year you delay learning and applying these principles is money lost forever. Imagine looking back at 35 or 40, realizing you could have been years ahead in financial freedom, but you traded it for impulse buys, unnecessary upgrades, or credit card interest. That's the hidden danger. Most people don't see it until it's too late. So, let's dig even deeper into the mindset that drives these mistakes. Why do so many people in their 20s ignore budgeting? It's not because they're lazy. It's because budgeting feels like punishment. It feels like saying no to fun, to experiences, to life. But here's the reframe. Budgeting is actually what allows you to say yes more often in the future. It's the secret permission slip to travel, to buy a home, to quit a job you hate, to retire decades earlier. Without a budget, money leaks away silently, stolen by habits you don't even notice. With a budget, you gain clarity, and clarity is power. And lifestyle inflation, oh, that sneaky little thief, it doesn't arrive in one big purchase, it creeps in quietly. A nicer phone upgrade, then a slightly more expensive apartment, then suddenly you're leasing a car that eats half your paycheck. One decision feels harmless, but stacked together, they rob you of thousands every year. What if instead, you froze your lifestyle for a few years after each raise and funneled that extra money into investments? Just one decision like that can snowball into hundreds of thousands of dollars later. Your friends might laugh at your basic apartment or your old car. But in 10 years, you'll be laughing from the driver's seat of financial freedom while they're still stuck in the rat race. Now let's talk debt, because this one doesn't just drain your bank account. It drains your energy, your confidence, your ability to dream big. High-interest debt is designed to keep you trapped. Banks know that once you're hooked, you'll pay for years, often decades, without realizing the true cost. But you can break free. Attack debt like your life depends on it, because in many ways, your future does. Imagine the relief of being debt-free, of having every paycheck truly belong to you. That peace of mind is worth more than any material purchase. And delaying investments? That's the most dangerous mistake because it's invisible. You don't feel the loss today. There's no immediate pain. But the opportunity cost is massive. Waiting 5 or 10 years might not sound like much, but it can literally cut your future wealth in half. Think about it this way. Time is the most valuable currency, and it's the one you can't earn back. Compounding doesn't reward the smartest investor. It rewards the earliest one. Starting small today beats starting big later. Even if you feel behind, even if you've made mistakes, the best time to begin is still now. The emergency fund, on the other hand, is your shield against life's unpredictability. Without it, one surprise expense derails your entire financial plan. With it, you turn crises into inconveniences. You don't panic when the car breaks down. You don't spiral when you face a sudden medical bill. Instead, you handle it calmly, with confidence, and you keep moving forward. That stability is priceless. It's what keeps your financial foundation unshakable, no matter what storms come your way. So, let's tie all of this together because here's the secret no one tells you. Avoiding these 5 mistakes isn't just about money. It's about freedom, confidence, and the life you want to build. When you master your finances in your 20s, you give yourself decades of options. You don't have to stay in toxic jobs. You don't have to stay up at night worrying about bills. You don't have to feel trapped by your choices. Instead, you get to design your future. You get to choose joy over stress, opportunity over fear, abundance over scarcity. But I want you to imagine this. Fast forward 10 years. There are 2 versions of you. One version ignored these lessons. They lived paycheck to paycheck, took on debt, delayed investing, and skipped building a safety net. That version feels stuck, stressed, constantly chasing money. The other version took these lessons seriously. They budgeted, invested early, avoided lifestyle traps, paid off debt, and built an emergency fund. That version feels free, calm, and powerful. Same person, same potential, but 2 completely different lives. All because of decisions made in your 20s. The good news? You're in control of which version becomes real. Every small step you take now compounds into massive results later. Don't underestimate the power of starting. Even if it feels tiny, even if it feels slow, momentum builds. Think about a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but with every turn it grows bigger and faster until it's unstoppable. That's exactly how your financial journey works. And here's the cliffhanger. You've heard me mention compounding several times, but we've only scratched the surface. Compounding is not just about money, it's about time, choices, and consistency. It's the force that quietly builds millionaires while others wonder how it happened. In my next video, The Power of Compounding, we'll go deep into how small, almost invisible steps today can explode into wealth that seems unimaginable. If you've ever doubted whether investing $100 or $200 a month makes a difference, this video will open your eyes and maybe even change your life. So don't leave your future to chance. Click on the next video, learn how compounding works in your favor, and start building a future where money is no longer your enemy, but your most loyal ally. The choice is yours, and your time starts now.